Hey everyone, so today's tutorial is about group effects. What is group effects, what's the advantage of using them, and how to use them. So if you never heard about group effects, so today is the day you will learn. So what is the group effects and what's the difference between the normal effect, like this add effect, and the group effect? So the advantage is that add effects and group effects, they work in a similar way when you create them, but the advantage of the group effect is, first advantage is, if the group you've used to create an effect has shrinked or expanded, meaning you added more fixtures or you removed more fixtures, the effect will adjust to the new quantity of fixtures. What it means is the group itself will be linked to the effect. So update the group, the effect will be updated. With the standard effects, that's not the case. So that means if you had more fixtures now than in the next show, that means you will have to rerun the whole effect to the new quantity. This is the one advantage, and the second advantage is you can run the group effects across multiple groups with the different size of the group. As far as I know, this is sort of a unique to MagicQ, actually, to run it directly from the tool set, rather than creating anything like any special, like a macros or whatever, or any other special conditions to actually adjust to the quantities. It's actually working like automatically, and this is how to use them. So I'll show you a few examples. So first example, I'll show you how the effect can adjust to the quantity, and this is really amazing tool for the touring lighting designers, and actually it can be used if you're running if you're running production company and you have same fixtures but running on the different quantities in the different places or for the different events, you can actually use the same show file, just adjust the number of the fixtures in the group, and it will adjust automatically all your effects. So this is how it works. If you select a group and you run add effect, we're running the standard effect, just for example, intensity, and you set dimmer chase. So you have a standard dimmer effect. You can change the width. I can just type here, say 10%. And you have an effect running from left to right. We will change the direction to center in. And you can see, and we can do like a 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have a bit of a faster speed applied. Now you can press record. And you click on the playback so you can store it. So now this effect's been stored, you press clear and you come out in a layout again. Layout 1. Now we select the same group and we press add group effect. We press intensity and we press dimmer chase. So to start with, you're going to see now, you don't straight away see an effect, you actually see all the lights like working together, going on and off together, because it considers by default that it's applied for the whole group rather than just separate elements. And then you can change this by going into the group spread, double click on groups and change it to the, you have two options, three options: groups, all channels, and within group. So I'll select all channels. So when you select it, you're going to see the standard effect that you expected to see on a normal standard effect. So we'll change the size of the effect to, say, being 10%, same as we had before, and we're going to do a speed 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to change direction to be center in, and we're going to record that as a playback number 2. So now if I run the first effect, it all works fine. Put it faded down, run the second, works exactly the same, no difference whatsoever. Oh, maybe the speed slightly different, but in general there are no changes. Okay, let's say we actually touring, we're coming to the new place, and instead of 12 fixtures, it says here 12 fixtures, we actually have 8 fixtures. So what we're gonna do to make the effect group effects being efficient tool for you, what you need to do is just remove the fixtures from that group, like the extra excessive fixtures from the group. I would always, if you press View Head, I would always advise to remove the fixtures at the back of the queue. So we're going to choose 33, 34, 35, 36. Then we're using Shift button. Then go to the View Groups. Hold Shift or press here Shift and press Record. You go to the Record options and then you press Record Remove. So it says Record Remove. Close that window and now click on the group. So now you see it says you have 8 fixtures. Okay, so press clear and let's see. So if I run the first original effect, you're going to see that it still counts that you had 12 fixtures. So in reality, if you had 8, so that means if you move the fixtures like that, so you'll have only 8 in front of you, you will see that effect is not, it has not been adjusted to the new quantity. What it means is you will have to run the effects now again. You'll have to go and reload the effect, change the effect, etc., etc. But imagine if you had many steps, many effects that you used with that group of fixtures, you'll have to update quite a lot of things. So instead, now run the group effect. And now you can see it has fully adjusted to the new quantity. So if you move the visualizer like that, you will see it's all running nicely and in a nice synchronized way. What it means is we achieved what we wanted to do. So if I bring the fixtures back in the queue, so back in the group, so you can even run the effect. You will see how automatically it adjusts itself. I'm going to select 33, 34, 35, 36. View Groups, Shift Record, so it selects, you say Record Merge, close that, and click on the group itself. See? It automatically adjusts itself. It's an amazing tool, especially when you need to adjust from one quantity to another. You can even use it on the normal standard gigs you have, because you never know, maybe you're going to have one faulty fixture just before the show. It will be removed. So you want to actually adjust an effect and make it all look symmetrical. Just use, if you had a group effect, remove the unnecessary fixtures and it will be updated to you automatically. No need to run a lot of different, like I say, different macros or different reprogrammings. It's all done for you. So this is advantage number 1. And the second advantage, that's going to be, I'll show you how to run across multiple groups with a different amount of fixtures. So if I'll select a group of generic profiles, you have 8 fixtures. Then holding Shift, you select the group number 7 with the 12 fixtures. And now you select the group number 11 with the 6 fixtures. So you have 8, 12, 6. And if I want to run an effect, you know, if you come with a different console or if you come from the normal using standard add effects, you know that it should not work logically because you have a different amount of fixtures. But if you go with the add group effects, intensity, well, actually, even if you clicked on the add effect, and you change intensity and click on a dimmer chase, because you're using more than one group, it will tell you, would you like to use the group effect? And you say, yes, please. So it runs now across 3 groups. So at the moment, it thinks that each group is one fixture. So you have like the whole groups are dimming on and off. So what you do is you go up to the group spread, double click, and change it to now within group. So within each group individually. Now change the effects width, change it to, let's say, 10%. And now you can already see that it's trying to adjust. I mean, don't mind the order of the fixtures, the Fresnels here is opposite. What we can do, because we're still trying to do the center in. So if you do center in, you can see that it's trying to synchronize it across different quantities of fixtures. So as you can see, it's really nice feature in the console that some of you may not be aware of. And another cool thing, if we record that effect now as a playback, yeah, and now you're running it, and it's all good, but then you decide that actually you don't want to run across the group number 12, group number 2, and then the 12 fixtures of the spots, and then the washes. What you actually want to do, you still want to run across the profiles, but instead of running the all 12 fixtures here, you want to run across 6 fixtures here and 6 fixtures here. So basically, you want to swap that group, like the group number 7 and 11, with the group number 8 and 9. And this is how you can do. So if you double click your playback, then you go to the view queue, view effect. So now you can see, by default, you can see it like that. It tells you you're using groups number 2, 7, and 11. And I've seen people trying to change the group numbers, but it doesn't work from this window. So what they need to do is they need to press view, advanced view, and here you have group number 2, leave it, but double click on the group 7, change to the group 8, and group 11 change to the group 9. So now it's been updated, and let's see how the playback has been updated. So you can see now the effect has been updated to the groups that you've specified. It's a really amazing tool, especially when you're done programming with one thing. You could easily copy the same playback onto another queue, but unlinked, and then you will be able to adjust the groups which are used in the effect. Hope it was useful for you. Feel free to share this across the groups relates to the lighting, and if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe. It's going to be the channel Kamsis, and also Kamsis RUS, so Rus, like Russia. And yeah, if you have any more questions, feel free to ask. But yeah, enjoy and good luck. Thank you. Bye bye.